In today's episode of Madden 26, I'm going to be realistically rebuilding the Tennessee Titans after they just got their first win over the Cardinals. So if you guys are enjoying the videos, make sure you guys like and or subscribe. Let's see if we can get this video to 100 likes. I would appreciate that. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I know I haven't been uploading much, but I might even be uploading less. Now that Ghost to Yotai is out, I've been playing that game. It is goated. You should play it and stop playing Madden, which is what I'm probably going to do. But anyways, after watching that game, yes, I watched the Titans and Cardinals game. I think Cam Ward's actually a good player. Do I think he's going to be worth a #1 overall pick in the draft? No, but I think he's good enough to get the job done with the right team around him. So I think he's going to be good enough, and he will be the franchise QB. Titans got a lot of things to fix. I mean, overall for their offense, Tony Pollard, Tajay Spears are a nice duo there. Nothing crazy. Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett and Calvin Ridley are not going to be the long-term options. Maybe Dyke here will be the guy. We'll put him at the #3. And then you got Helm here. That's Gunnar Helm, I believe, as a tight end. I don't see if Onkorokwo here, I don't know how you pronounce that name, is going to be the long-term guy. Maybe I just honestly start Gunnar at this point to see if he's just going to be that guy. Give Tajay Spears some more reps. Tony Pollard's going to be the guy for now. This offensive line, on paper, it doesn't look the worst, but in real life, it's terrible. Kevin Zeitler is really the only good thing. Peter Skoronski, I think he was pick number 11, really hasn't lived up to the hype yet, so hopefully he can develop. Cushenberry isn't going to be the guy long-term, and Latham really isn't going to be the guy long-term either. And then Kevin Zeitler, veteran, he's a great player, but he's not going to be a long-term guy. And DJ Moore, completely overpaid for this guy. He's not going to be my long-term option. Defensively, I don't know who this guy is. Who is this guy? I'm not going to even try to pronounce that, but out of UCLA, maybe he can be the long-term option. And then for the other part of the defense, got Adrian Key, Tavondre Sweat, I think was a good pickup. Justin Simmons, great defensive line. L'Jarius Sneed was a nice swipe from the Chiefs. He's only rated as an 80 overall. He's a superstar development, though. Amani Hooker, Winston, I'm probably going to move to free safety just so I can start developing him. Cody Barton there as well. And then where is, oh yeah, they cut Harold Landry. I forgot about that because Harold Landry just had a huge cap hit, and also he was just constantly getting injured. Let me move up Kevin to free safety so that way I can just start developing him immediately. Because sure, Xavier Woods is the better player now, but I just need to start developing these guys as soon as I can because it is a rebuild. Defensively, I still think they need a new linebacking core. I don't know if Jones is going to be the long-term edge rusher along with Adrian Key. Adrian Key isn't even bad, but Draymond Jones, yeah, definitely not going to be the long-term guy for us. We need to start building these edge rushers a little bit better. And of course, get new receivers, get a better offensive line, just build around Cam Ward as a player. But for right now, honestly, I might just tank this season. I started 1-4, just force the wins and losses with the Cardinals. But for now, let's just simulate to the midseason mark and see what we got. So we are 3-4, back-to-back wins, 3 wins in a row. Defense is what's stepping up. Offense still isn't the best. Scouting national focus here. I'm going to do offensive tackle. I need to protect my QB long-term. Players ready to negotiate. Roger McCrary, even though he may not be the best, he's young, star development, 4-year contract, $7 million a year. Even if he isn't the long-term guy, he's going to be nice depth. Amani Hooker, he's 27, so he's about to start regression in Madden simulation. Let's boost the bonus, give him a 2-year deal for about $6 million a year. He's going to re-sign with the team. And Chig here is what people call him by his nickname. I mean, he's young, star development. I kind of want to develop Gunnar Helm, though, so I may just trade Chig because I don't think he's bad, but if you have Gunnar Helm, I don't see the point in having 2 tight ends in Madden simulation. I don't have to pay Gunnar. Don't really want Draymond Jones or Adrian Key, all these other extras, not really too interested in. Tyler Lockett, Quandre Diggs. Again, these extras just don't really like. Kevin Zeitler, I like. He just doesn't want to be here, and he's a lot older, not going to be good for the long term of the team. Joey Sly has a huge accuracy problem, but maybe not this year. Still, he's 29. I just need to rebuild this team, move on from the older players. I'm going to trade Chig right now because, again, I do like Chig. I don't know if he's going to be traded in real life. I know some people are going to be like, oh, that's not realistic. Titans are going to keep Chig. In Madden, though, I just don't need 2 tight ends, and I don't need to pay a guy whenever I have a rookie tight end that may be just as good, and I'm already starting him, you know? So I'm trading him to the Seahawks for a 3rd-round pick. Probably could have got more value, but I feel like this is pretty fair in general. I'm not trying to just cheese the system, you know? But so far, 3-4. I didn't change any of the Titans playbooks, so I'm surprised. Let's see if we can somehow make the playoffs. And I guess I got fired as a head coach. I guess I didn't turn off coach firing, which is extremely annoying. Okay. Nope, it's just blocked off the Jets and the Titans from me. Like, what am I supposed to do about this? Is coach firing still on? I hate that they have that for users, dude. Why is that even a thing? I'm not trying to play a coach career. I'm trying to build up my team, but you can't do that as a player, so that's annoying. Yeah, turn off coach firing. Let me try and create a new character. And I guess it straight up just kicks me out from the league. Let me try and join back. Command failed. Please try again. Are we serious? Does it seriously just kick me out of my entire franchise? What is the point in making franchise if you just kick you out of your own league? That's, oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. No, I do not want to play Ultimate Team. I do not want to give you my money, EA. Please just let me back in my own league that I created. If it seriously just tells me command failed, I'm just going to be pissed, dude. Please, just let me back. All right, I fixed everything. I turned off coach firing. We're back. 5-12 here, finishing the season. Not really too surprised by the ending of that. Cam Ward looks terrible. 33rd in pass rating, 27th offense here, 22nd defense. 16 touchdowns to 22 interceptions. Yikes, dude. Oh my gosh. Got sacked 44 times. Terrible season from Cam Ward. Tony Pollard, 1,000 yards, 4.3 per carry, 7 touchdowns, and no fumbles. Tyler Lockett, 4 touchdowns, 900 yards. Chimera Dyke here, 800 yards, 5 touchdowns. Calvin Ridley, unimpressive there. And then sacks allowed here, 17 from Dan Moore. You paid that much money for a guy to be that bad. Latham and everyone else, really not horrible. Kevin Zeitler, the best guard on our team, best player for the offensive line, only 4 sacks allowed. And then Cody Barton, 120 tackles, 119 for Quandre Diggs. Tackles for a loss, 10 for Jeffrey Simmons, 9 for that name that I'm not going to pronounce. Sacks, 10.5 for Jeffrey Simmons, 9 for the name I'm not going to pronounce, 5.5 for Draymond Jones. Interceptions, 5 for L'Jarius Sneed, 2 for Cody Barton and Amani Hooker. And then deflections, 10 for L'Jarius Sneed, 9 for Darrell Baker here, and then 8 for Quandre Diggs. Safeties is going to be 0 defensive touchdowns, 1 for L'Jarius Sneed. And the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers. Perk Rodgers, babies. Perked up, beat the Niners as the Niners can't seem to catch a break in the Super Bowl. Peyton Wilson wins the Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow wins the league MVP. No awards here for the Titans. In the AFC South here, Jihad Ward, Corey Levin, and then Kevin Zeitler, Morgan Cox, and Tyler Lockett all retire. Remember whenever Morgan Cox played for the Ravens, baby. Let's go Morgan Cox. And then for the team upgrades, offensively, we look exactly the same. Defensively, any other upgrades? L'Jarius Sneed goes to Superstar X Factor. Quandre Diggs goes up to Superstar. Probably not going to resign him, though, because he's not part of the long-term future for me. And then Winston, I guess they moved back down to free safety. For the players ready to negotiate, I'm going to accept the option for Peter Skoronski. He didn't do bad. I don't want Draymond Jones or Adrian Key. All these other extras, not really interested in. And then anyone else here that I really want, Joey Sly, all these other extras, no. Kevin Zeitler retired. Let's move into free agency with $122 million to spend. Got a right tackle and Taylor Moton. Bobby Wagner doesn't want to be here. Edge rusher Odafe Away. He's already 27. Don't know about that. How much does he want, though, is my question. He's going to want $13 million. That's not bad for a 2-year deal. I'll offer on that. Not even a stacked free agency. Only got Kobe Durant there. I might try and snag someone else. Didn't get Odafe Away off that. And I really just don't really want anyone here because the free agency class is kind of buns. DJ Jones will probably get cut if I sign him. That always is what happens whenever I sign, specifically DJ Jones. And then all these guys just aren't good. They're not really going to help my team, not really going to fill in much. I'd rather just develop my players and be bad and get a better draft pick. So not really a good free agency. It is what it is. I'll move to the draft. And the Lions with the #1 pick is surprising. I get pick number 5. Browns pick up another QB. And I don't really know what I want here. Top 5 receiver, Aiden Schwartz out of Auburn. Doesn't seem too bad. Solid speed, elite acceleration here. A's and B's across the board. Maybe the guy. Let me look at other guys if there is someone better. Left tackle, I don't know if I want to pick one with the top 10 pick. He seems pretty good, though. This guy actually seems pretty legendary. I mean, maybe I'll wait on that. There's some corners, another right tackle, corner. I think I'm just going to take the receiver here in Aiden Schwartz. He's a playmaker archetype out of Auburn here. A- pick, ranked 4, got him at 5. Hidden development, great pick. Round number 2, there's a QB still on the board there. Not going to take one. Left tackles are gone. Left guards are gone. Right tackles, post UDFA projections. Not my speed. I guess maybe we'll rock out with Dan Moore for another year. Doesn't really seem like the best option, but it may be what we have to do. Isaiah Higgins, 270 pounds out of Kansas State. I mean, runs a 4.7 edge rusher. Big physical guy, round 1 projection. I'll take him here to put on the other side of the guy's name who I can't pronounce. Ranked 48, got him at 37. Hidden development, not bad. Round 3, I need a right guard to replace Kevin Zeitler. This guy doesn't seem horrible. This guy right here, day 3, Demetrius Russell at Clemson. Great strength, elite change direction, A's and B's across the board. Let's see what Demetrius Russell has here. Ranked 30, got him at 69. Nice. Hidden development, 91 strength. Good pickup. And we get another 3rd round pick for trading Chig. Let me see if there's a 3rd defensive tackle that I can pick up here. The defensive tackles don't really seem that hot. Let me see if there's someone who's crazy on some speed here. Great speed, great acceleration, man-to-man. Alfonso Owens out of Oregon State. Great athleticism there. Not really good in coverage, though. Some A's and B's across the B board here for Dante Newton out of Kentucky. Good speed, elite jumping, great strength here. A press, catching, tackle, B zone coverage, Deontay Newton. Let's see what you got. Ranked 82, got him at 82. Hidden development, pretty solid pickup in the 3rd round. Gonna trade away my 4th round pick for the next year's, not next year's. Let's do a 2027 3rd round pick if I can find one yet for the Buccaneers 2027 3rd and their next year's 7th round pick. Trading up for next year's draft. And in the 6th round, picking up a punter, ranked 22, got him at 165. Hidden development, 99 kick power for a punter. Wasn't really good kickers on the board. I'm sure I'll just sign one in free agency. And of course, you already know I love picking up fullbacks, punters, and kickers in the draft because I don't have to pay them for 4 years. Alec Ross out of Georgia here. Great speed, great change of direction, has some skills on the board as well. Ranked 73, got him at 190, normal development. Cool fullback I don't have to pay for the next 4 years. After the draft, 79 overall for Aiden Schwartz, 73 for Higgins, 75, 71, 75, 71, and 69. Nice for the last guy that I didn't pick. Jesus Diaz here. What do we have? Not too bad. I mean, overall, pretty good draft. All in the 70s for the guys that I picked. This is the team after the draft already. Schwartz is our #1 receiver. That did not take long, as I'm probably going to put Dyke at the 2. He's low-key already better than Calvin Ridley, who's just going to regress. Dan Moore is unfortunately our starter again, but it is what it is. Defensively, any other changes here? Newton, let's move up to the 3rd. Higgins is going to be coming off the edge, off the rip, and then Kevin Winston, let's make him a starter immediately. Special teams, did they sign a kicker? They did. Brandon McManus, and then Russell is going to be a long snapper, I guess. And then kickoff specialist, sure, let's make it our punter for more 99 kick power. Newton can be our slot. Higgins coming off the edge. Schwartz, let's make our gadget guy. Dyke is going to be in the slot. Everything else looks pretty good. We're going to make Tajay Spears our power back as well to give him a little bit more reps. After this season, I'm probably just going to move on from Tony Pollard because he's probably just going to regress, while Tajay Spears will only progress. And then for the left tackle, is there anyone better in free agency? Like, really? Najee Harris is already in free agency. How sad. Andreas Peets. All these guys look trash. Yeah, all these guys just do not look good. Is there any, like, rookie that it potentially has, like, hidden development? I don't think so. I'm not really going to sign Andreas Pete. I'm already paying Dan Moore way too much, but I have the money to do it, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's get to the midseason. 3 and 4, I'm still rocking with the Titans playbooks right now. Our passing yards have gone up, so it looks like Cam Ward has improved. I know it's not good to rock out with the Titans playbooks, but honestly, if our team missed the playoffs again, it's fine. I'm not intentionally trying to tank, but I just want to focus on developing Cam Ward, which is why I have player development up for him. I'm going to upgrade the personnel as well. Scouting national focus, I'm just going to leave it on offensive tackle again. Players ready to negotiate. Tajay Spears, I think, is going to be our long-term guy. He wants to just be in a bigger market. I think Nashville's pretty big, but I will overpay for him. It's only $6 million a year, so if he does end up being our guy, that would be sick. If he doesn't, not that big of a deal. Tony Pollard, he wants to be here. He's about to be 30. I think I'm just going to move on from him, honestly. So I'm not going to trade him, but I'm just going to let him walk to free agency. Same thing with Xavier Woods, Kobe Durant, all these other guys. Just don't really need them. Don't really need Brandon McManus. J.C. Latham, though. Low-key, I mean, I don't... why did I say earlier that J.C. Latham wasn't going to be our long-term guy? I just completely blanked on that. I'm sure people were ripping on me in the comments for it. I don't know. He seems pretty good for a rookie there, but in real life, I don't know if he's doing that hot. But as of right now, J.C. Latham, I will definitely accept that option. But let's see what we have and see if we can make the playoffs in year number 2. 8 and 9 making the playoffs. I'll take it, I guess. I really don't understand these. I thought if you got them all the way to like diamond rank or platinum rank or whatever, they would stay forever and they wouldn't go away. But I don't know if that's the case now, but whatever. Stats and awards, Cam Ward, a little bit of improvement, still doing bad. 23rd best offense here, 2nd best defense. Cam Ward, 3,700 yards, 24 touchdowns to 17 interceptions. Not a good ratio. 86 pass rating is not good. Got sacked 1 less time than last year, so I guess it's an improvement. Tony Pollard, 3.5 per carry, 9 touchdowns, 1 fumble. Not going to re-sign you for 3.5 a carry. And then Dyke here, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Aiden Schwartz, 900 yards, 4 touchdowns. Nice rookie season. Gunnar Helm, 600 yards, 3 touchdowns. Calvin Ridley doing basically nothing. Then sacks allowed here. Oh my gosh, Dan Moore just... It's better than last year, but it still sucks. Peter Skoronski, not good, especially playing on an option. Cushenberry, I'm going to move on from. J.C. Latham, not bad, but could be doing better. And then Demetrius Russell, the new rookie, outperforming everyone, and he's even played the most snaps of them. That's crazy. Cody Barton, 140 tackles, 108 from Cedric Gray, tackles for a loss, 15 from Jeffrey Simmons, sacks, 12 from the guy I can't pronounce, 10.5 for Isaiah Higgins, the rookie, nice stuff. 6.5 from Jeffrey Simmons, interceptions 2 for Cedric Gray and a handful of others, deflections 7 from Roger McCrary, 6 for Amani Hooker and L'Jarius Sneed, and then safeties 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. Can we somehow beat the 11-6 New York Jets? They are a better team than us, but we get home field advantage because our division sucks. And what is this going to be? It's going to be a win, 10-9. What a game! As we are definitely going to get blown out here by the Bills. We're 11-6, definitely a better team than us. 5 overalls higher. And what are we going to have? A loss. Not surprising. We scored 10 points the last game and 10 points this game. Our defensive passing game is first in the NFL though, so that's nice. Anyways, let's move into the offseason. Surprisingly, we got a win, so I'll take it. And the Ravens beat the Packers in the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson was the Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow wins back-to-back league MVPs here, and there are no awards here for the Titans. In the AFC South, Nick Chubb retires. Any Titans? No Titans retire, so you guys can read that if you want to. I'm not. For the team upgrades, Schwartz comes with superstar development. You love to see that. Calvin Ridley has regressed into the ground, and Tajay Spears is already a higher overall than Tony Pollard, so he's going to be the starter now. Defensively, what are we going to have? Ooh, Higgins, Superstar X Factor. Did he come with that or did he earn it? It looks like he came with Superstar X Factor, early second round pick, absolute W. Jeffrey Simmons also earning Superstar X Factor here. Defense shaping up nicely. Newton coming with star development is nice as well, but that Higgins getting Superstar X Factor is awesome. I want us to be a pass first team. I know I'm in multiple zone run. Maybe spread would work better than that, or air raid. Let's try air raid, base 3-4, Kansas City playbook, Baltimore defense. But anyways, maybe I'll try Tampa Bay's passing offense as well. Playbook is built on power run, West Coast zone scheme. Let's try Tampa Bay, see if it's better for air raid. It's built on zone run, West Coast scheme. The playbook is good to run the ball and set up the action short and intermediate field. No, I'd rather just bomb it down the field. I know KC does that more. The goal of this playbook for the Packers is to attack in the middle of the field while frequently passing deep. So let's see if Matt LaFleur's playbook with Green Bay is any good to help boost up Cam Ward a little bit more than just this Titans offense. And I like that 3-4s make a lot more sense in this Madden. It's like defensive tackle 1, 2, and 3, and then edge rusher, Mike Will, instead of it being outside linebacker, defensive end, defensive tackle. That doesn't make sense. The schemes are much better in Madden 26. And for the players who get to negotiate, J.C. Latham's going to get a re-signing. Don't want Tony Pollard, Xavier Woods, or any of these other extras. For now, let's move into free agency. And the free agents here, Brian Branch is here. I don't really need him, but it would be an upgrade at strong safety, and also Amani Hooker I don't really need for a long term. So if I could pay him a bag for him to be here, I have the money to do it, I will. It looks like we're probably not going to get him. We're not even in the top 5 for his running. Zay Flowers really isn't good in simulation. That's probably why the Ravens let him go. Sam Laporta, Marlon Humphrey, Leonard Williams wouldn't be a bad shot. Nobody wants to play for us, which is completely understandable. Elton Jenkins over Cushenberry would not be a bad signing. I'll do a 2-year deal on that. He's 31 years old. I don't know if he's going to be the guy, but for now, I'm going to have him. Then Mike, I don't really know if I want. Don't really want Tony Pollard. Don't want Jamel Dean. This free agency really isn't that stacked, but ooh, Matt Crowder here doesn't seem too bad. He is a 24-year-old. I remember seeing him in the draft. I didn't think he'd be this high of an overall already. $5 million a year for that guy? Why not? After free agency, getting Elton Jenkins and Matt Crowder. I remember seeing him in the draft in the previous draft, but I didn't pick him because he only had like solid kick power. Yeah, 89 kick power, but still, he's an 81 overall. It's not bad. I'll take him. So really not the best free agency once again, but a lot of players just don't want to play for us despite us not even having state income tax. They just don't like the Titans. Completely understandable. Dolphins with the number 1 overall pick this time. We made the playoffs, so we're going to get pick 25, so not the best, but sure. And I need a left tackle. I need a left tackle, dude. Please tell me there's something on the board here. No, just day 3 guys again. Is there a right tackle? Second or third rounder guy? Not really looking the best, honestly. Caleb Pugh out of USF, decent strength, really doesn't look worth a first rounder. Connor McCauley here doesn't really look good either. Can I move a left guard to left tackle? Is that a possibility here? Mike Jenkins, 340, solid strength. Maybe I'll look at him. And then right guard, and let's see if this guy's worth it. Jose Dupree, elite strength. That might be worth. I could move him to right tackle and then have J.C. Latham play left tackle. Christian Hunt out of Texas Tech, 6'2", physical guy, good strength, great jumping, solid acceleration, A's and B's across the board. I'm going to go with another receiver in the first round here. Christian Hunt, ranked 57, got him at 25. Hidden development, worth the pick. Really trying to build up this team around Cam Ward as much as I can, unlike the Bengals and Joe Burrow. Late second rounder was that. Ooh, that right guard went off the board. That is unfortunate. There's some better guys down here. and Hutera, not that bad at all, but gonna pass for now. Second or third round, Lance Dillon out of LSU. Great speed, great acceleration, elites across the board. A awareness, A pursuits, F power moves, but A man coverage. Let's see what Lance has for us here. Ranked 110, got him at 57, but hidden development, not bad. You guys already know I love sorting these defensive tackles. Elite strength from Connor Hitchens, post UDFA in the third round. I'm not gonna let pass this guy up. Connor Hitchens, ranked 20, got him at 83, post UDFA. Normal development, but seems already like a high overall. And then I may just double down on those elite defensive tackles. Let's see what we have. Elite strength from another post UDFA, Enrique Cornera here. Elite strength, A tackle, B injury, B awareness. Let's see what he has here. He's going to be ranked 21 right next to the other guy. Hidden development for him. Doesn't matter if they're post UDFAs, just sort by that strength. And then in the fourth round, picking up Stephen Fox here, 121. He had great strength. It doesn't really seem that great, honestly. Levi Anderson, post UDFA out of Alabama. Not bad on his athleticism. B man coverage, A tackle with the late fifth round. Why not take a chance? B plus, ranked 86, got him at 153. Hidden development. That's what I'm talking about. Easy snags in the late round. I'll just simulate the rest of the draft. I actually forgot to pick up a kicker, so I guess the AI is just going to have to sign a new one again. Wait, no, I signed one in free agency. Never mind. Anyways, Christian Hunt, 73, not bad. 70, 76 for the defensive tackle, normal development. 76 for the other defensive tackle, but hidden development. Both these guys were projected post UDFAs. Really doesn't matter as long as you believe. And then Stephen Fox, not that good. 72 for Levi Anderson. And then I stopped drafting after that. Broncos left tackle Joe Feliz here out of Oregon State. I mean, 6 sacks allowed in his rookie season. Has star development. I'm looking to trade for a guy here. Words, he was a first-round pick. I want to see if they're willing to give him up for something. Because I need a left tackle. I'm willing to swap left tackles and give up something for him. They're actually negative 10 cap room, so I need to take more from them. They're not willing to give him up for a first and a fourth, which is unfortunate. So that's probably too much value. I'm still going to keep looking. Eagles have a 77 overall left tackle here. Can they swap left tackles with me, or is Dan Moore's contract too big? It is too big. They're not willing to give up a second-round pick for him either. This puts me in a big predicament because I'm really trying to get something here. Colton Miller, Deion Dawkins, these higher overall guys really don't do much for me. Ronnie Stanley, Josh Simmons. Can I trade for Ronnie Stanley? I probably don't think I will be able to, knowing how stingy the system is. He's 33. Like, really, the most I'm willing to do is a third-round pick for this guy. Not even close. All right, we're going to have to rock out with... I'm not doing that, actually. I'm going to take a chance on another guy. Dan Campbell sucks, dude. He's just terrible. Tony Pollard's still in free agency. Spencer Buford, sure, whatever, dude. I hate Dan, whatever his name is. I already forgot. I don't want him on my team. Dan Moore blows, dude. Get this guy off my team. His cap hit is huge. He sucks as a player. Like, I don't care. I will be saving $3 million. I don't care if I'm taking a penalty. He seriously sucks. Anyways, let's see what we have. This is the new team. Left tackle is an unfortunate situation. Then Cushenberry, I just don't want on my team either. He's just not going to be helpful. He's not that good either. Takes up cap. Let's trade. Let's dump him off the team. And then finally, this is what we got. Hunt, I'm going to make him the 2. Dyke is going to be the 3. Calvin Ridley, I'm honestly just going to cut. I'm going to be saving so much money, saving $17 million after the penalty. We're going to have so much more money here. Don't want to trade those guys. Nobody's going to be realistically going to want those guys on their team after how bad they played. And then Dillon, honestly, not horrible. Lance Dillon, let's move him up, see what he has. And then let's move this guy to the number 3. So not bad at all, not bad. And then Hitchens, that's honestly put at there. And then Anderson, let's move above Harris. So not bad at all. 83 overall team. Again, it's just in a development situation here. Cody Barton's going to be the sub linebacker. Spears just going to get all the downs here. Hunt is going to be the number 2. Dyke is going to be in the slot. And I like everything we got. And then Schwartz is going to be my gadget guy. So I like everything that we got here. 83 overall team. Not bad at all. Just a little bit more development with Cam Ward. And then our left tackle situation is still a problem. But for now, let's see what we have at the midseason mark for year number 3. 2 and 5. Looks like Cam Ward does not like the new playbook. Let's change out of that. Let's go with my classic one, which is just going to be multiple zone run and Atlanta's offense. So let's try that. I always do base 4-3-4 or 4-3 with Baltimore's playbook. Increasing some development parts of our team. Let's see what we have for all these additional rookie stuff. That's fine with me. But 2 and 5 right now, not the best. Scouting national focus, just leave it at offensive tackle. That's still a problem for me. Jeffrey Simmons, what does he want on the team? He wants the team to have a franchise QB. That could change at the end of the season, so I'll wait. L'Jarius Sneed, what do you want? You're 30 years old already? Dang, dude. He doesn't like our scheme fit. I want him to stay, but he's probably going to regress. Let's see what we have there. Devondre Sweat, I do want on the team. He wants to stay on the team. Let's do a 4-year deal, 3-year deal, and he's going to resign. Then Peter Skoronski, he doesn't really want to be here. He allowed 10 sacks last season, so I don't know if that's worth $14 million a year. I'm going to wait to see how he performs this year. Amani Hooker, kind of looking to move on from him, but he wants to be here. Cedric Gray, I do want. He's an 80 overall. He doesn't want to be here. He wants to have a mentor at his position, which I can do. And Malik Walker here has a mentor tag for the Mike linebacker, so I'm going to sign him. I don't know if I have to move him to a Will linebacker instead of a Mike. Hopefully I don't. And I do not. Perfect. I'd love to see it. I do want Cedric Gray back on the team. Pretty cheap contract overall, 5-year deal. He's going to re-sign on the team, and everyone else here, Amani Hooker, Cody Barton, just older. Yeah, it's just unfortunate what we have right now. How many sacks has this guy allowed so far? I'm just curious. 7, so I don't know. Maybe he's on pace for 14, just as bad as Dan Moore, really. But I guess at least I don't really have to pay him that much. Let's move into the playoffs, see if the playbook changes actually make a difference. And we go 9-8, but we don't make the playoffs. Offense is the problem. Stats and awards, Cam Ward still sucks. Worst pass rating in the NFL, 31st offense, 5th defense. This is what I hate about developing QBs like this in Madden. I did a Panthers video where I was trying to develop Bryce Young. The entire time he just sucked. I just could not develop him. Cam Ward, 3,400 yards, 21 touchdowns, 10 receptions. Getting better. Pass rating still the worst in the NFL. Got sacked the most times in his career. Tajay Spears, 4.0 per carry, 8 touchdowns and a fumble, almost 1,000 yards. Aiden Schwartz, 960 yards, only 1 touchdown. Dyke, almost 900 yards, 6 touchdowns. Christian Hunt, 700 yards, 10 touchdowns. Rookie season is great. And then, oh my gosh, this is terrible. 18 for this guy. 12 for Latham is not good. Jenkins allows 12. I'm going to need a new guy. Peter Skoronski, I'll probably re-sign. That is a terrible offensive line. Cody Barton, 138 tackles, 106 for Cedric Gray. Tackles for a loss, 12 for Isaiah Higgins, 11 for Jeffrey Simmons. At least our rush department is good. 14.5 for Jeffrey Simmons, 13.5 for the other edge rusher I'm not going to pronounce, 10.5 for Isaiah Higgins, 4 for Cedric Gray. Interceptions, 3 for Roger McCrary. Deflections, 8 for L'Jarius Sneed, 7 for Amani Hooker, 5 for Roger McCrary. Safeties on the team, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. So another unfortunate season, getting better. It's just literally the offense that needs help. And the Bills win their first ever Super Bowl. Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow is 3-time league MVP. Cannot win a Super Bowl though. Jamar Chase, Offensive Player of the Year. No awards here for the Titans once again. In the AFC South here, Elton Jenkins retires after a terrible season. For the team upgrades, offensively, we look the exact same. Hunt comes with star developments. Need a new left tackle and a new center. Higgins, for some reason, decided to play on the other side. My corners are regressing. That is unfortunate. Oh, Corna here, the post-UDFA projection here. Star development, absolute baller. Dylan's star development as well. So it seems like a good team, especially on the defense. Cam Ward needs to get it together. My offensive line needs to get it together. Players ready to negotiate. Jeffrey Simmons, I need you on the team, dude. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to be here. He's going to get re-signed on a $46 million a year deal. Cam Ward, I'll accept his option. I need him to perform well. L'Jarius Sneed, I don't have anyone else. I need you to be here. I need you to perform. 2-year deal for him, $8 million a year. He's going to resign. Peter Skoronski, I mean, not the best, but I really don't have anyone. I need him to be here. I'm going to overpay for him. He's going to resign with a team. And then anything else, I need Amani Hooker, kind of. He wants another 2-year deal for $4 million. I'll do that. I'm still looking to improve at that position, though. Cody Barton, not really interested in. All these other extras, not interested in as well. Please give me a left tackle and a center in free agency. In free agency, oh my gosh, I have been blessed. Joe Alt, please, $40 million a year for my left tackle is going to be ridiculous. I am so desperate. Please sign. Offered on Joe Alt, Edgerrin Cooper, Christian McCaffrey, Zach Bond, and Terrion Arnold. What are we going to have here? Skip again. Terrion Arnold still can't make a decision. Finally, he makes one. Joe Alt, Christian McCaffrey, Zach Bond, and Terrion Arnold all joined the Titans. 4 out of 5. I'll take that. Cam Little is still in free agency. And then center, Luke Wattenberg, I'll take it. 3-year deal for you. I don't really care. Just sign with my team. Our first big free agency class, fixing our offensive line at least. What did Joe Alt have in his previous season? I mean, $40 million a year is way too steep, but I needed him. He's giving under 10 sacks a year. Absolutely, dude. 0 sacks in his rookie season. Significant improvement. Even though Christian McCaffrey's old, he's better than Tajay Spears. He's an X factor that does matter in Madden. So this is as good as it's going to get, Cam Ward, for you, honestly, as the Titans. As for the Titans in general, you need to perform here. This is what we have. You got to do something. You got to do something here, and you got to do it now. All right, so the Texans get the #1 overall pick here we are going to have pick number 18. Let's see what we have on the board. Probably going to go with the strong safety if I can snag one here. Left tackle's on the board, and now I don't need you, and you guys are in abundance now. Thank you for giving me a left tackle when I don't need one anymore. Strong safety here looks pretty solid. Let's take him. Not really too huge on him. Rank 70, got him at 18. Normal dev, not really that great. I want to back up center, so maybe I can take this left guard here. Wooden here, decent strength. Not really what I'm looking for. Zach Thompson here, decent strength. Not what I'm looking for. Can I get a left guard here? This guy, Elijah Livingston, solid strength, better than the other guys, good skills as well. A+, ranked 8, got him at 50, great stuff. And just for kicks and giggles, why not draft the QB? With how terrible Cam Ward has been playing, Colin Baldwin here doesn't seem great. Elite throw power from Lamb out of Florida here. We're going to pick the guy with the cannon on his arm, and he looks terrible. But hidden development, so at least that's something. You're going to be the backup. Jimmy McKay, 72, 78 for Livingston, 64 for the QB. Stop drafting after that. This is the season you need to put it together, Cam, because if you don't put it here, you're not getting it at all. So this is what we got going into the next season. Christian McCaffrey is going to be the starter here at Livingston. Just going to be, he's actually just the same as Wattenberg, so why not just make him the starting center? Defensively, Zach Bond is going to be the starter there. Dylan, why do you have them both at the will here? Isn't Zach Bond a Mike? No, he's a will. Okay, why is he not playing Mike then? Okay, so he's going to be playing the Mike now. He actually goes up 2 overalls because of that. Everything looks pretty good. Got a lot of depth at corner. Not very many studs, though. Specialist-wise, looking pretty good. We're going to have L'Jarius Sneed in the slot, not the snot. So many X factors here. Slot wide receiver is not going to be Christian McCaffrey. It's going to be Dyke, and then everyone else here looks pretty good. Defense looks pretty good. 86 overall team, not insane, but I think it could be good enough to get the job done if Cam Ward can finally just put 2 and 2 together. So for now, let's rock out and see what we have and just get into the midseason mark. 6-1 at the midseason mark. That's what I need to see. Let's get to the playoffs. 13-4 first round by number 3 ranked offense in the NFL. Thank God. Our defense is ranked too low, but I like to see that we beat the Chiefs and the Steelers. Our offense is balling. Stats and award, Cam Ward finally put it together. He's a top 3 QB here, as he is 4th in passing yards, 2nd in passing touchdowns, 8th in passer rating, 6th best offense in the NFL, 17th best defense, 4,500 yards, 44 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, got sacked 49 times. Is still ridiculous, but I guess it's not the offensive line. He just put it together. And then Christian McCaffrey, almost 1,200 yards, 4.9 per carry, 6 touchdowns, no fumbles here. Dyke, 1,200 yards, 20 touchdowns, is monster season. Aiden Schwartz with 1,000 yards, 3 touchdowns. Christian Hunt, almost 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Gunnar Helm, 10 touchdowns, 700 yards. And then sacks allowed. Latham sucks. Joe Alt, I just paid you $40 million a year to be just about the same as Dan Moore, so that's annoying. Elijah Livingston, the new center, listed as a left guard, 8 sacks. Peter Skoronski keeps allowing 7 sacks a year. 4 for Demetrius Russell, who's been my best offensive lineman all rebuild. Zach Bond, 139 tackles, 104 for Cedric Gray, 103 for Terrion Arnold. Tackles for a loss, 16 for the edge rusher, 15 for Isaiah Higgins, 12 for Jeffrey Simmons, 10 for Cedric Gray. Sacks, 15.5 for Isaiah Higgins, 11.5 for Jeffrey Simmons, 7.5 for the other edge rusher that I'm not going to pronounce his name. L'Jarius Sneed, 3 interceptions, along with Roger McCrary with 3 interceptions. Deflections is 7 for L'Jarius Sneed, Terrion Arnold, 6 for Zach Bond, and then safeties on the team, 1 for Isaiah Higgins, defensive touchdowns, 2 for Terrion Arnold. Nice stuff. Can we beat the 10-7 Cleveland Browns? Who is their current QB? It is going to be Nathan Porter, superstar X Factor with the dots, superstar X Factor ability. Can we beat Nathan Porter? We're 1 overall higher, home field advantage, first round bye, and the answer is yes. Here to face the 11-6 Miami Dolphins. We are 3 overalls higher than them. Can we beat them to go on to the Super Bowl? Here we are against the Dolphins. They're going to open up with 7. We're going to respond with 7. Nice 2 offenses on the field here. They're going to punt. We're going to punt back to back here. They're going to punt again. We're going to take the lead at halftime, 14-7, opening up half with another 3-pointer here, 17-10, 24-10. Defense doing a great job. Actually, never mind. What are they doing? They're choking here as they allow a 20-24, just hold the ball, run it with Christian McCaffrey. Run. That's what I like to see. Keep running that ball, and we're going to drain the clock, finish the game. Perfect execution by the AI. That's something I usually never say, but spam running that ball at the end is all you needed to do. 24-20 will be the final score, and your Tennessee Titans will be moving on to the Super Bowl. Here we are in the Super Bowl, here to face the 9-8 Saints. What a boring matchup here. But anyways, even though it is a boring matchup, Is Spencer Rattler the QB? Did he develop? He honestly does not look bad in real life, but Paul Givens, 94 overall, is going to be the new QB of the Saints. Let's see the team upgrades. Team upgrades, Cam Ward gets superstar development, Livingston comes with superstar development, Helm gets superstar development, Dyke gets superstar development. Nice to see that. Defensively, what do we have here? Any other actual upgrades? None that I can see. Offense has tremendously developed. Let's see what we have. Two high-powered offense playing each other, but Saints 21st in points per game, but their passing yards is really good, and their defensive passing game is really good as well. Anyways, let's see if we're going to beat the Saints. We're one overall higher than them to get our first ever Super Bowl win. Here we are in the Super Bowl as the Saints start 7-0, as we still can't get anything going on offense. 7-7 there, actually punt over and over, 14-7 at halftime, opening up half with another 3 points, very similar to the Dolphins game here, 24-7, dunking on these dudes, 31-7, as we're going to beat the Saints in the Super Bowl in their division rival stadium at Tampa Bay Buccaneers Field, 31-13, as your Tennessee Titans win their first ever Super Bowl, and this will be a successful rebuild. It took a lot of development, but thankfully we stuck through with Cam Ward. He finally developed. For 3 seasons, he was very, very bad. Obviously bottom 5 in pass rating every single season. This season he finished 8th. Love to see it. And Cam Ward wins the Super Bowl MVP. This is exactly what you want to see in a rebuild. You're just developing and developing. You're waiting for them to develop. You're building around the QB. If the Titans can do this in real life, I truly believe that Cam Ward will be a successful QB. Don't give up on him too early. He's developing. I should have given up on Bryce Young in my Panthers rebuild because he was trash the entire rebuild, but finally, this man developed. You love to see it. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching. Let me know which team you want me to rebuild next, because this was pretty good. Obviously, the first 3 seasons were rough with Cam Ward, but you love to see the development finally come in and flourish with the team. It looks like Christian McCaffrey retired with the Super Bowl ring. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.